Okay guys, I'm going to talk to you about messing with people's belief systems and how the majority of people are so close-minded and affronted and offended when you challenge people their belief systems that they will do anything. They will slander you, they will disbelieve you, they will just put the block of the close-minded majority, the numbless, mindless sheep who listen to the mainstream media and believe everything they say, who listen to the government and trust the government, believe that everyone's good intention, that there's no such thing as psychopaths, the people that believe that everyone has their best interests at heart, people believe that they don't realise that there's no such thing as Illuminati, that 9/11 was not a conspiracy, 9/11 was a government Osama bin Laden job, people that believe that fluoride in water is good for you, people that believe that aspartame is good for you in your diet drinks, people that believe that all kinds of things. Basically, if you challenge the system, or if you challenge people's belief systems, they will do anything to disbelieve what you're saying, discredit you. They'll be mean, nasty, everything. Like, for example, today, I spent the entire day researching fluoride in water. And fluoride's been a big issue for me because I've been reading books about it. I've only learned about it recently, and then I've been experimenting myself with fluoride-free toothpaste. And that had a massive effect. In fact, it had such a big effect that I didn't actually realise it would have. When I started using anti-fluoride toothpaste, I didn't expect such a big effect at first, but I did. I started getting my dreams back, and then I wondered, why am I getting my dreams back all of a sudden? Then I linked it back to, oh shit, I've been using fluoride toothpaste for the past 2 weeks. That's why my dreams are becoming more powerful. And also I started to become more awake, and my meditations were enhanced and everything, and I was more present to the moment. And I had to think back to the fluoride thing. And then that made me more curious about fluoride, and it was a upward circle of learning about fluoride this, fluoride that, why it's bad for you, and watching videos. And today I spent pretty much the whole day researching fluoride in YouTube videos, and Russell Blaylock and Jim Mars, because they were talking about it in his book while I was reading. And then the link came with fluoride and one of the girls at work who had Addison's disease, who used to live, she has Addison's disease, she's no longer at work now, but she used to live in northern England, okay? And I checked when I was doing my research for Birmingham, with all areas of the UK that were fluoridated, and one of the areas that were fluoridated was in the northern England, in Newcastle, and I think she was from there. And then I thought back and I looked at, when I was doing the research on fluoride today, and before, I remember it saying there was a link between fluoride and hyperthyroidism. So I looked at a link between hyperthyroidism and Addison's, and there is a link between that. I've even written down the quote from the NHS. People with Addison's often have hyperthyroidism, and if hyperthyroidism is caused by fluoride, and fluoride is proven to cause that, it's kind of funny, isn't it, that this girl who's been drinking artificially fluoridated tap water has, you know, all of a sudden got Addison's. Anyway, I thought it's in my best interests to message her, even though we're not friends on Facebook, because I knew her, to say that this is what I think, it might be the fluoride in the water. And I kind of had an instinct gut reaction that, an instinct really, that if I did message her, which I did, that she'd react like most people do when the cherished beliefs are kind of like challenged. When most people's beliefs are challenged, they tend to put up a front, to get angry with you, they blame you for their reality, with your reality imposing on their reality, but their reality being false. But they don't realise their reality is false, so they have to put up a barrier. And that barrier is defensive, it's cognitive dissonance, and they can't accept what you're saying. So, this is what I said to her. Call me crazy, but your Addison's and hyperthyroidism might have been brought about by your drinking of fluoride in the tap water you drank. Definitely look into it, mate. Anyway, hope you're well. And she goes, don't think so, mate. Doctors have proved it was down to my immune system because I have family history of autoimmune conditions and I don't have hyperthyroidism. And I went, whoa, you can already tell from that tone she's already getting defensive. I knew it. Fair enough, I'm not blaming fluoride entirely, but it's known to cause autoimmune conditions, and hyperthyroidism is linked to Addison's. And she goes, I think I know what's wrong with me more than you do. That was major fucking defensive. So okay, I just appease her, definitely. Sorry if I caused defense. Boom. This is what people are like. This is what people are like when you challenge their cherished belief systems. Anyone you talk to about 9/11, 9/11 is like the one that starts it all for everybody. It should be the most obvious, blatant lie. Because there's so many holes in that argument, and because it's such a massive event that killed so many innocent Americans, 3,000 of them, it was planned to kill many more, maybe if the Pentagon hadn't crashed and all that stuff. But basically, you challenge someone on 9/11, the majority, and they'll say, brr, 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 Obama. It was Osama bin Laden. Osama bin Laden. How? How would it Osama bin Laden, guy in a fucking cave, went and did 9/11? They're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. The government, the government, the media tell me what to say. The media tells me it's Osama bin Laden. They believe it. People genuinely believe it. If you say that 9/11 was a inside job or was definitely not an impossible, it was Osama bin Laden, people won't believe you. Even if you portray the evidence point by point, because the points are so fucking blatant on that number one issue. It's crazy. It's crazy blatant that that insiders. There's so many insiders. It was a setup. It was a fucking setup. Who knows who it was exactly, but it was definitely a secret rogue government that commanded the top structures to step down because security would have stopped those planes from hitting the towers, but somehow that security that day wasn't working, deliberately not working. So we know it was an inside job. But if you challenge people's cherished belief systems on it, anyone's, they'll be like, you're crazy. You see, we are a type of people that believe fluoride is bad for you. People believe 9/11 was an inside job. People believe that governments aren't to be trusted. They're trying to kill you. Chemtrails in the sky. All these things that are blatant. The fact that my eyes have been destroyed by vaccination. All these kind of things. That's crazy. You're just talking crazy. You're a conspiracy theory. That's what they believe. Because they're brought up with a culture of lies, deceit, mainstream media, trust in governments, lack of critical thinking. People don't think for themselves. They let other people think for them because they're too busy enjoying their lives, or they're too busy stuck in the rat race of the 9 to 5, all these kind of things. People are fucking stupid. And when people say wake up, what they mean is just think yourself, learn to think yourself, learn to see the truth behind the thin veneer of falseness and unreality that we are surrounded by. And always remember that people will always put up a defense mechanism when you tell them the truth. It doesn't mean they're right. It just means that they're trying to preserve the confidence. That's what all human beings are trying to do, preserve the confidence. I never had any confidence, and I didn't need to preserve anything when I started. That's why I was such an open-minded person. Now I'm still an open-minded person because I like truth. If you were to tell me now that some of my cherished beliefs were wrong, I'll be alright with it. I mean, I've been alright with a lot of things. I believe in aliens now. I never used to. It's crazy. I don't care, but most people do. You don't want to be like most people. Don't become closed-minded, narrow-minded. Don't be stuck in your beliefs. Always try and seek truth and update your brain and seek people that do the same thing. And that is my lesson for you today. Seek truth. Be peaceful.